Hello there, welcome to this all-important video where I will be teaching you about some very crucial mistakes that you should be avoiding when you are launching your first ever online course. I'm Kush Sharma from Click Trainers, where all I do is teach you how to create and sell online courses in the correct manner. Now, getting into the online course industry is a fantastic decision. I might be biased, but I can really tell you that right now in the current scenario, because the edtech industry is growing like crazy, I think getting in, when it comes to starting an online business, I think going into the online education business right now is the best decision. So I definitely want to congratulate you on that. But just like any other industry, when you are a beginner, definitely there are some pitfalls that you should avoid, some crucial mistakes that you should not make. And this is exactly what we are going to be learning in this video. All right, so let's move forward now. About me, just so that you know that you are in safe hands. So I'm going to be quick about this. So I have been an entrepreneur in the education industry since 2013. So I've been doing this for a very long time. And during this time, of course, I've taught thousands and thousands of students using almost all sorts of mediums of teaching, which obviously involves online courses, like you can see in front of you. Also, my live webinars, which you can see in front of you. And also, I'll be talking about my live webinars towards the end of this video. So do stick around till the end of the video. And also by using physical workshops, because that's how I started off with things. And currently I have another business also, which is called Creative Pad Media, which is again all about online courses related to photography and videography. I have currently 24 online courses which have been downloaded in over 150 countries. So just so that you know that yes, whatever you're going to get from this video is from an experienced person. But that's enough about me. I know you are here to learn this topic, so let's get straight to it. So what is mistake number one, which a lot of beginners make when they launch their online course? And when you hear about this mistake, trust me, this will blow away your mind, because I'm very sure a lot of people who are watching this video probably have already committed this mistake. So let's see what this mistake is. Creating your online course first and then desperately hunting or looking for buyers. Haven't we all been there, right? So I'm sure, like I said, a lot of people probably must have already created your online course. Now the question is, why is this approach such a big mistake? Let's see that. First of all, it can easily result in wasted time and effort. So you spend so much time and effort into making your online course, and then if it doesn't sell, nobody buys it, it just is so disappointing, and it can be completely, your time and effort can go wasted, right? Your course demand, like the second point says, your course demand is also not validated. So you have made an online course, but you did not do anything to validate whether the market out there, the real people out there, need your course or not. In fact, that's the way I actually teach things, that you first do your course idea validation so that you actually know that whatever is in your mind, yes, there exists a demand out there for such a course. But I'll be talking about more about this, all this that I'm telling you in detail towards the end of the video. So do stick around till the end. The third point, the third mistake here, with this approach is that right now you don't have an audience, right? Nobody knows you. You are a new brand. So if you just create your online course, nobody's really going to buy it because nobody right now knows you. And at this point, a lot of people tell me, but Kush, once I have an online course, can't I just run Facebook or Google ads and then people will come to know me? That's where we come to mistake number two, which is running Facebook ads directly to your main course and hoping that your course will sell. Again, just like the first mistake, I'm sure that a lot of you have probably tried running Facebook ads, putting your course on a page, sending that traffic over to that page, hoping that they will make the decision to buy a course. But ultimately, that doesn't happen. Even if it does happen, it's just one or two exceptions who end up buying your course, right? Now, first of all, what you have to understand there is, why does this happen? Okay, one very important point. People like to buy things from whom they trust. Okay, right now people don't trust you. Why? Because people are not familiar with you. Why? Because people don't know you right now. Like I said, you are a new brand. So how will you generate that trust amongst what we call as a cold audience, someone who has never heard? So you never run Facebook ads for these cold audience, people who do not know about you, because then what happens is we don't get sales, and ultimately we actually start blaming Facebook ads. We say that Facebook ads don't work. That's why my online course is not selling. Whereas the truth is that this strategy itself is wrong. Okay, so what is the correct strategy? Like I said, stick around till the end of the video. I will be giving you a much more detailed process. I'll be talking about that, but please avoid spending money directly, running Facebook ads to your course. It'll just be wasted money. Okay. Now, we come to mistake number 3, because again, what happens is at this point also, a lot of people can tell me, but Kush, I understand that people right now don't trust me, so they will not buy from me. But what if I reduce the price of my online course so much that they don't even need to trust me? They just take the decision because it's such an easy decision. Well, that's true, but that's where we come to mistake number 3, which is selling your course at a very less price. I see this happening all the time. People selling their courses for like 249 rupees, 449 rupees, 349 rupees. No, that is not correct. Yes, you might even get sales at such low prices directly from even cold audience. But what will be the problem following this strategy? Let's see that. First of all, you'll be dealing with low margins and low profit. What does this mean? Margins or profit just means the difference between the cost, the money that you're paying for your promotional methods like Facebook ads or Google ads, and the amount of money that you're making from the course of your sale is going to be very less, that difference, right? And if you have a business which is just based on low margins, it's going to be very tough to sustain that, okay? Apart from that, you're also going to get support headaches. Yes, many people will probably buy your course because you're selling at such a less price, but then these people will also start emailing you anytime they need support, anytime they have a problem in the course, they're not able to understand some concept, and you will have to answer that. So not only did you not get enough of profit from the sale, you got very less profit, you still have to answer the students, otherwise the students will get angry and that can create brand issues for you. So this is definitely a lose-lose situation for you. This kind of strategy probably only works rarely in those cases if someone has a lot of multiple amount of courses with them, definitely not with one course. And if you are to create multiple courses, why not just create one course, spend that effort into and focus into one course so that you can charge whatever you want and ultimately also get good quality students. Always remember this. Students who are serious and students who are of good quality, they do not mind the cost. All they want from you is, are you going to take them from A, which is their pain point, to the solution, which is B. If you can do that, they will pay you good money and you will be working with higher margins also. Okay, so don't undervalue your course and get desperate and sell it at very less price. Let's keep moving on. All right, so what is mistake number 4? Well, mistake number 4 is that a lot of people think that ultimately when they do make their online course, so like I said, my strategy is the opposite. I first make you validate your course idea, and then if it passes that test, then only once we know that, yes, we have ready-made customers for this course, then we create that course. And I'll be talking more about this at the end of the video, so stick around. But ultimately, you will have to make your online course. And this is also where a lot of people make mistakes, because they think that I need to create an online course which has a lot of videos and which is very long in duration, because the longer it is, the more videos it has, the more my students will like it. This couldn't be farther from the truth. Just try to get into the head of your student. Okay, these are people who know that you are not affiliated, like you're not like a university, you're not like an official institution. These people are coming to you because you can offer what these universities and official institutions cannot offer, which is real, authentic, and practical advice, which can take them from A, their pain point, to B, the solution, in the fastest possible way. Why would they want to watch so many videos? Wouldn't they want to go from A to B in the fastest way? So never think that a long course is a good course. A good course is the one which takes your student from A to B in the fastest possible way. Even if you just have a few videos, that's fine. But if you can take your student from A to B, that is the correct thing. And trust me, you don't even need a pre-recorded course always. A lot of people think that they always need to have a pre-recorded course. No, here also, the way I teach, I make things very flexible. You can even have a live session as an online course, like a live webinar can be your main course initially. Okay, but again, I talk about all this later on, so stick around till the end of this video. Let's move on to mistake number 5, which has got to do something with your niche, which is selecting a very broad niche. Okay, now first of all, what does niche mean? Niche just means your field of teaching. Now, what happens when you select a very broad area to cover? Okay, there are a lot of problems with this. The number one problem is that you simply will not be able to become an expert in that field if you select a very broad field. Let's take an example if you're getting confused. Let's say you are someone who is interested in the fitness and health industry. So just, branding yourself as a health and fitness trainer will be a very big mistake, because under health and fitness, there are so many categories like this. Like you could have chosen yoga, you could have chosen bodybuilding, you could have chosen Zumba, aerobics, nutrition, functional training. So always remember, to come across as an expert, you need to choose a narrower niche, which is usually a part of the broad niche. You simply, as a single person, you cannot become an expert in something which is too broad. You will just get overwhelmed and you will give up. So select something that is narrow. But why is this so necessary? Because always remember, people like to buy from experts. People don't like to buy from jack of all trades. Always remember that. And even, for example, let's take the example of a nutrition expert. That is good. But even when you make your ultimate course, your online course, your topic will be even more specific. So probably you won't be making a topic on overall nutrition. Even your course has to be very, very narrow and specific. Like, for example, you will only focus on keto diet in your course and how the keto diet can take someone from this weight to this weight in these many days. That's how specific you have to be, because people love specific things and people love experts. Again, I talk more about this in detail. Stick to the end of this video. All right, let's keep moving forward. Mistake number 6 is that you think that you need to be perfect in everything that you need to do. Let's look at some perfection myths. I have to be an expert in my topic. Now, I just said that being an expert is good, but that does not mean that you have to be an expert right from the word go, and that allows or gives you the permission to create an online course. No, I have a very different way of teaching. I tell my students, use what I call as the teach as you learn model. That means you completely become honest with your students. You say, listen, I'm not a PhD. I don't hold some kind of a crazy certificate in this field, but you know what? I'm very passionate about this narrow niche that I've chosen, okay? And I promise you that I will be the best at breaking down the complex principles involved in the subject and teaching you, taking you from A to B in the best possible manner. I am your person for that. And you are completely dedicated to becoming an expert. Because following this approach, what happens is you can start today. You don't have to wait for some official validation. That is the way I teach, the teach as you learn model. So remember, you do not have to be an expert. You have to be committed to becoming an expert and keep growing from there. Okay, that's the best strategy to follow. Similarly, I have to make professional looking videos. Not true at all, especially in the online education industry, because here, like I said, all your students care is how fast you take them from A to B. They don't really care whether your videos have a film type look or a very professional video look. No, that's even right now when you're watching this video, can't you just see that there's just a plain white wall behind me, but you probably must not have really bothered too much about that, right? Because you are more focused about what Kush is saying. Is Kush, even with this small little video, is Kush taking me from A to B? That's all your focus is on. And that's the best part about the online course industry. I'm not saying you make a poor quality video, just good enough, but the main focus has to be on the quality of your content. It's very, very easy to create videos. And again, I talk more about that in detail, how you can quickly create your videos also, but later on, stick around till the end of this video. The third myth is that I have to spend a lot of money on marketing softwares, editing softwares, and these things. No. In fact, a lot of my competitors in this field, I'll honestly tell you, they are teaching their students the wrong way, because they are making them buy very, very expensive tools and software to do even the smallest of things, just because these people get an affiliate commission when their students buy. And I completely am against that approach. My approach is very, very different, which is I always tell my students, especially when they're beginners, use as much free tools and software as possible. In fact, when you stick around with me, okay, what you'll realize is literally every software that I show you to do anything, right, from editing to email marketing, I try my best to show you a free software wherever possible. I say wherever possible because there are some areas where there's simply no option, like for example, your website hosting, your website domain, where you will have to spend a bit of money. But most of the things where other people are making their students spend a crazy amount of money, I literally show you free softwares to do everything. So it's very, very easy for even a beginner. Right now, I've been telling you that I will mention something at the end of the video. So how do you go to the next level with me? Let's find out. All right, so the way you go to the next level with me is by joining me in my live webinars, where whatever you just learned is taught to you in super detail. These are 2 to 2.5 hour long webinars where I literally teach you the entire process of how to launch your online course without even having a course. That is the uniqueness and the speciality about my way of teaching, that I teach you all these steps without you even having to have an online course first, so that you can literally get started as quickly as possible. Now, how do you come to know when these webinars are taking place? So here's what you have to do. Just below this video, you're going to find a form. Just fill that up. You just have to fill your email there, like you can see, and just click on the button. And what's going to happen is within 2 to 3 minutes, you will get an email from me. And that email, like you can see in front of you, is going to have a link. If you click on that link, it'll take you to a page where whenever the date of my next webinar will be mentioned. If that date is already passed, don't worry, because I already have your email with me. So I will also give you a reminder whenever my webinar takes place. Usually these webinars are free. Sometimes when I'm giving more information in it, then I might charge something like ₹49 per attendee. Or if I'm giving really more information and some resources, maybe some bonuses, then it can go up till ₹99, but usually not more than that. But the point is, you're going to get massive amount of information and all the steps that you have to take, launch your online course business in next to nothing. So do not miss this webinar. But for right now, all I can hope is that even this little video really had a very positive impact on your life. Remember, stick to one mentor. I hope I'm the mentor that you stick with, that you don't run around chasing everyone, because if you stick with one mentor, that's the fastest way to grow. Now you know what is the next step with me. So hopefully I'll see you inside the webinar. For right now, this is Kush Sharma signing off. Goodbye.